Welcome you all, respected Shrota Sadhakas, appreciations to your regularity and sincerity. May it continue until the ultimate goal and purpose is achieved. Lokasevaka Adi Vyaktitwams, we have to recognize their importance, strengthen them in us. Taking the help of the Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagan Matru Tattva, Shakti, all Devata Ganas, empowerers, all Guru Ganas, guiding expressions, and then Shastras, the permanent testimonials, as an authority for us to know what to achieve, how to achieve. Welcome for the old days Satsangas. Right now, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, followed by this Gita. Then we have our Mandukya during the day, followed by again Gita. Today will be our last class of Gita for the youth, which we are doing from last 888 days. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, that shloka will be discussed. Then we conclude Gita. Out some time, some other text for the youth, we start. Evening Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, wonderful Shastra. Then Prashnottara Ratnamalika by Adi Shankara Bhagavan. Then our Parayanama Sankshipta Purana, Saskanda Purana, to keep ourselves informed and inspired. What a beautiful stories they are all. Today in our Shwethashwathara Upanishad, third Adhyaya, Paramatma's Mahima is explained for us to know, contemplate, realize, and get released. Third chapter. Before that, as we were doing our Chamaka Prashna, Parayanam from last 11 days concluded yesterday. From today, for some days, maybe 10 or 12 days, we will be doing one by one Suktams. Very superficially, while seeing the meaning of them, we will chant the Suktam. If it is bigger one, once. If it is a smaller one, twice. So our schedule now is to know 5 shlokas meaning of Purusha Suktam, chant the entire Purusha Sukta. So total 16, 17 mantras are there. So 2 more days. Thus total 3 or 4 days for Purusha Suktam. Then we'll have the Narayana Suktam, then the Shri Suktam, Bhu Suktam, Medha Suktam, Durga Suktam. We'll just see literal meaning little bit and then do the Parayanam. Our focus more is on the Parayanam once or twice. Big ones once only. So today we'll start the first one, famous one, Purusha Sukta only. In this Purusha Suktam, Purusha, the Purna Purusha, the Paramatma, about him, Su Uktam, Sushtu Uktam. Correctly, authentically, truly, very well said about Purusha. That's the meaning of Sukta. Sukta means Suktam, well spoken, correctly spoken, completely spoken. अच्छा बोला गया है, पूर्णतया बोला गया है, सत्य बोला गया है. उसको कहते हैं सु उक्तम. Uktam means spoken. Su means sushtu, means good. So that good you can interpret it in so many ways. Very well said, fully said, completely said, authentically said, correctly said, all that. So it starts with the Shanti mantra, which we have already seen. Tat Chamyora Vruni Mahe. We all invoke Tat Sham Tat Shanti. What? Gatum Yajnaya. To sing the Yajna. Why sing the Yajna? Gatum Yajnapataye. To sing the Yajnapati. Yes, sing means praise, do service, do yajna, etc. By this, what we invoke from the Lord, Daivihi Swastihi Astunaha. To all of us, let there be divine Swasti. Swastir Manushebhyaha. To all human beings, there be Swasti. Urdhvam Jigatu Bheshajam. Let all plant kingdom properly grow up. Sham no astu dvipade. Sham, let there be peace for us all. The animal kingdom is equal to every prani. Let there be Sham, Shanti, Sukha to everyone. Shanti mantra explained. Now about the Purusha Uktam. What is that Purusha? Luckily, the same thing will be seen today in our Shwethashwathara also. Very good coincidence. Two times ho jayega wo. So, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha. Purusha is of thousands of heads. Sahasraksha, thousands of eyes. Sahasrapat, thousands of feet. So, infinite are the faculties of that Ishvara or Purusha. That means all faculties which you and I think that we own them, all of them are of that Purusha only. उन्हीं के है, हमारा कुछ नहीं. सहस्र शीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपाद. Again, the Vedantic contemplation में, in the presence of whom all these faculties are working, he is Purusha. Because of his presence, they are working, therefore, they are all said to be his. They are all said to be belonging to him. And in the Bhakti Bhava, therefore, use all these faculties in serving him only, then you will be empowering them more and more. Because the right thing we are doing, we are blessed with only successes, happinesses, etc. All these interpretations we can explain. But main meaning is Purusha Sahasra Shirsha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. Saha Bhumim Vishwataha Vrutva. He, having Vrutva permeated the Bhumi, the entire manifest cosmos in the Stula and Sukshma Rupa. Still, Atyatishtat Dashangulam. He maintains 10 inches distance from that manifested world. Means what? Untouched by it. Like the water is untouched by the waves, etc., which arise in it too. So too, the Purusha, from him the universe comes, he is permeating in the universe, yet he is not touched by them. Atyadishta Dashangula means that. Therefore, the second sloka is Purusha eva idagam sarvam. Whatever in front of you is there right now as idam. All of that also Purusha only. Yet Bhutam, what was there in the past, that was also Purusha only. Yacha Bhavyam, आगे जो भी आने वाला है वो सब अभी वही पुरुष है. Uta, not only that, Amrutattvasya Ishanaha. He is the Lord of bestowing the Amrutattva. Today we will study it in exhaustive details when we study the same mantra in our Shwethashwathara. Good coincidence. Amrutattvasya Ishanaha. Yad Annena Atirohati. And he only by manifesting the Anna, by becoming a consumer of Anna, appears as if growing because of the Anna consumption in the form of plants, animals, human beings, etc. So Purusha only expressing as Jiva, that's the meaning. Etavan asya mahima. All this is his mahima, his Shakti, his glory. Ato jaya gasya Purusha. What you see alone is not his mahima. The Purusha is much more than this. You can't imagine how much is his glory, greatness, mahima. Here Mahima also means Shakti, Maya. Hato Jaya Vishnu Purusha. And what you conceive with your intellect, don't limit the Purusha's Mahima only to be that. Ato Jayan, इससे भी बड़े है वो. Then Padaha Asya Vishwa Bhutan. A part of him, a quarter of him only, the entire world and its beings. Tripad Asya Amrutam Divi. The other three pada of him are in that immortal conscious state only. Then Tripad Urdhva Udait Purusha. That Purusha is of three pada and it is Urdhva beyond all this. Padaha Asya Iha Abhavat Punaha. A part of him, a quarter of him only, again and again gets manifest as this Jagat and again goes into unmanifestation. Manifest and manifest. From a part of him only, pada of him only. Other three padas are untouched. Okay? Tataha Vishwang Vyakramatu. From him only the entire Vishwa permeated. Sashana Anashane Avi. Avi means all around. Sa Ashana, those who consume the food. Anashana, those who don't consume the food. Means living, non-living. All of them is permeated by he and he alone. In the process of creation, how it started? Tasmat Virad Ajayata. From him came the Virat Purusha. Virajaha Adipurushaha. That Viraj has in his Adhisthana the Purusha only. Sajataha Atyarichyata. Then Paschat Bhumim Atho Puraha. That manifested Virat Purusha only projected his entire Bhumi and all the Shariras for the Jivas. So, in the process of creation, Parabrahma with Maya is Ishwar. Maya becoming Mahat Tattva. Now he becomes Hiranyagarbha. Mahat has become Virat. He has become Virat Purusha. In that Virat Purusha Brahmanda, every Jiva Shariras are the expression of that Triyunatmika Maya. In each of these Shariras, Jiva Rupena, the Paramatma alone is there. These are all different Upanishads. Repeatedly, when we study, more and more deeper, clearer understanding comes. Okay. From the sixth mantra, tomorrow we will see the meaning up to maybe 10 or 11. Then the remaining third day. In that way, Purusha Sukta, Artha, little bit, we feel it. Second time study, more meaning. Third, fourth, fifth. ऐसे एक महीने डेली पढ़ो तो पुरुष सूक्त का पूरा मीनिंग पता चलेगा. Everyone will have to go through those exercises for having knowledge about our Shastras. Correct? Now let us make a chanting of this Purusha Suktam completely for 5 minutes. Om Atha तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तृतीय प्रश्नांतर्गत पुरुष सूक्तम शांति मंत्र ओम तच्छं यो रावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतोऽज्यायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्व उदयित्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तसमिदः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संभृतं पृषदाज्यं पशोगस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जज्ञिरे छन्दागंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयादतः गावोह जज्ञिरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यदधुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरो तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौः समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशः श्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन् यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्चतस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्याः सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेधसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो ऋचाय ब्राह्मये ऋचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Next 2 days also we'll be chanting the same. So keep the book ready. Also listen to the meaning. Right? Now in today's very precise common sense thought, we have to live beautiful life. The life is beautiful in its many aspects. When one aspect is there, and that is when we are valued by the co-living beings, co-travelers, valued even by the divine, valued even by the saints, sages. Our presence should not be like a blade of grass coming and going. Our life should be full of value for ourselves and the world around. How will we get that value? How do we become valuable? When do we become valuable? Where we are respected, revered, welcomed, importance given, invited. Our presence is sought by the world around, and mostly they get benefited, etc. 4 things when we have this value comes. Not at all difficult to understand. Very difficult to do, no doubt. First is the more and more jnani, knowledgeable we are, the more we will be valued. An ajnani will not be valued. So it's simple. Therefore, it is in our own interest to be valued in the world, that we have to keep on adding, increasing our jnanam, knowledge. All knowledges. Continuously keep on seeking the knowledge. Priority is spiritual knowledge. More and more, more and more. Then the other worldly required knowledges. Professional, then the relational, every other, even the worldly management knowledges. The driving knowledge, if I have, I am respected, I am valued. I am given a car also. If I don't have the driving knowledge, then I'll be liability there. Some driver always required. Cooking knowledge. When I have all groceries are there, banao, khao, mauj mein. In this way, knowledge when we have, we are valued. Skills, knowledges, talents, abilities. First thing, when we have the knowledge, we are valued. Second is, when we do the abhyasa or practice of that knowledge, then we value ourselves, first of all. The world also is watching us and knows. Acha is not only theoretical knower, but is practical doer also. The value increases of ours in the world when we do it also. Second way of getting the value. And it's beautiful when the world, instead of devaluing us, disrespecting us, disregarding us. When the world values us, regards us, respects us, it's always good. It's a very good sign of growth, progress. होना चाहिए वो. Second way of being valued. Second step. Naturally, followed by it is the third step, that the more anubhavi we are, the more valued we are. Especially in Adhyatmikata. Every jnanam which we have gained, when that is practiced, when the anubhuti of that comes, the value becomes multifold. Anubhava is important. Of the jnanam of which we are doing the sadhana. The ultimate anubhava are the anubhava of the Brahman. The little lower anubhava is anubhava of the darshana of the same Brahman in the Saguna Sakara Rupa. Other anubhavas are at the level of upadhis, that they are purified, that they are divinized, that they are strengthened, that they are integrated. These are all the anubhutis. What you and I are doing every day are is only talking, talking, talking. Only at that level our value will be there. Start doing practically, value grows and get anubhava, isn't it? The audacity of a person with anubhava is something unique and different. The way he can be confident within himself. Like as I gave an example, the confidence of a person with anubhava about driving. Ask him, अब कितना किलोमीटर चलाया? तो मैं अभी तक मेरे जिंदगी में 4 लाख किलोमीटर चलाया हूँ. See that self-respect and value to that person. Driving का example दे रहा हूँ. Yeah, every day, every go, I go. Or Anubhava cooking. I know 50 items to cook, get the items, I'll make it and give you. करके दिया उसने, मानो अनुभव है वो. It's different, yeah. You are practically seeing the result. How much value that person will have. अनुभवी को सबसे ज्यादा महत्व और वैल्यू होता है. All the great saints sages, speaking saints are different, doing sadhana saints are different, anubhavi are different. What's required is anubhava. It's naturally preceded by the sadhana. It's preceded by the jnana. Even seeking jnanam also good stage only. Many people are happy with their own ignorance, with their own delusions, with their own minimum information. बस चलता है इससे जिंदगी. उससे ऊपर उठकर ज्ञान की महिमा जानकर ज्ञान पाने का चेष्टा भी is a good thing. But that won't suffice. It's not sufficient. Sadhana, practice. Then the anubhava. Then the fourth one, who is more valued in all these three, is having gained that anubhava, the one who is sharing that anubhava with others as a service, as an expression of his selfless, unconditional love for all. An anubhavi should love all beings. An anubhavi should express that love in the form of seva. And that seva is to share that highest anubhava which he has got with others too. Adhyatmika anubhava, of course, cannot be shared. Anubhava cannot be shared. Like a laddu hai, आधा आपको दिया मैंने, share हुआ. Adhyatmika anubhava cannot be shared that way. But how the anubhava gained, that knowledge can be shared. Those techniques can be shared. Such a person who is relentless in this taken up duty of spreading this Adhyatmika Jnanam truly, honestly, with all hard work, selflessly, egolessly, he is the most valued person, MVP in the world. So where do we stand now? At the first level. Little Jnana Samuparjana we are doing. But even that also, are we really getting it? Are we getting it clearly, correctly, completely, authentically, and are we remembering the ज्ञानम? ओके ना, होना चाहिए, हमेशा याद रहना चाहिए वो ज्ञानम. Then abhyasa of it, then anubhuti and nishta in it, then sharing it with others. Such one is valued, even by the devatas, even by the Paramatma, by all beings. Some don't value because they are jealous, they are negative. It's okay. We need not worry. That's a different aspect. Like great avatars, Mahatmas, also are hated by the other people. That's their ignorance. Like every Hindu god or saints or sages are disliked and hated by other religions. वो उनका मूर्खता है. That part we need not worry. But otherwise, the genuine all people value such ones. They are called Mahatma, saviors of the world, etc. So, Jnanam, Abhyasam, Anubhavam, Seva. In these four things, when we become stronger and stronger, the world will love us, they value us. And that joy of being loved by the world, valued by the world, yet not feeling any ego inside, continuously doing that seva to uplift the world. Jagad Hita, it is called as. Atma Uddharana Jagad Hita. It's a beautiful life. And even after departure, when the people are inspired by our works or empowered by our contributions, it's a great, great thing. And if that is in spiritual field, nothing like that. है ना, 10-20 लोग हमको आदर्श के रूप में लिए हैं ना, साधना कर रहे हैं हमसे सुनकर या सीख कर या देख कर. व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग इट इज. ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम और ज्ञान की गंगा बहाते चलो. ये है वैल्यू कैसे पाना इस जगत में. So first one, day in and day out, they let us spend in gaining the jnana, the Vedanta jnana, the bhakti jnanam, the yoga jnanam, the karma yoga jnanam, the jnanam regarding values, the jnanam regarding the vyavahara, which is very essential. Both are together. Values and vyavahara together. Vyavahara should be full of values. Values should be practiced in vyavahara. बहुत सारे हैं वो. बहुत means बहुत. All of that depend on understanding the upadhis, understanding what are the impurities of upadhis, understanding what is the meaning of pure upadhi. These are a very tough subjects. Huh? Then removing those impurities, bringing purities in the upadhis. मुख्य रूप से the manabuddhi upadhi is a big, big, big subject, unfathomable. You know, the impure antakarana, pure antakarana. Oh, बहुत तो जमीन आसमान फर्क. उसको भी समझते ही जाना पड़ेगा, फिर अपने आप को प्योर. The purity in attitudes, intentions, purity in sankalpas, see, freedom from all raga dveshadi, freedom from kama krodadi. ये सब ज्ञान ही होता है. इन सब का ज्ञान we should have. Then that has to be practiced. Abhyasa. Wonderful, na? Let us be that way. Before departing, be little useful to the world. Let us have that value in the world. It won't happen accidentally. जब बैठकर किसी भगवान को प्रे कर रहे हो तो होता नहीं. वो भगवान को प्रे करने का तो है ही. Ultimately, he is the giver of everything. But before that, what are we practically doing? Keep in quotes. What are we practically doing? Every moment. This counts more. On the basis of this only are the blessings by the Lord, not by mere prayers. Because that mere prayers may be in their background have our own laziness and justification. बहुत लोग होते हैं lazy and justify and they express it as prayers. भगवान चाहेंगे तो होगा. वो तो है ही, भगवान चाहेंगे तो होगा, वो किसी के द्वारा वो करेंगे. But is that sentence coming out of all your performance and then surrender? Or is that sentence is a justification for your laziness? Very sublime, na? 99% people are lazy, justify it with bhakti. कि सब प्रभु करेंगे. Only one wise person says that मेरे तरफ से जो करना है किया मैंने, अब जो बाकी है प्रभु करें. Yudhyacha, we have to do it. Practically doing is what is the real upasana to the Lord. Isn't it? That's real upasana. What is to be done. So in this way, let us be that way. Theoretically jnani, abhyasa, anubhavi, sevaka to the jagat. That's a good thing if we live life like that. Like paropakaraaya vahanti nadyaha, paropakaraaya duhanti gavaha, paropakaraaya phalanti vrukshaha, paropakaraartham idam jivanam shariram. Right? Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामः सच्चरतः अहिमां सुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणं. ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्यसाधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः. Chant from the 6th mantra to 10th. यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते विवर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहिगंसेहि पुरुषं जगत् ततः परं ब्रह्म परं बृहन्तं यथा निकायं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ईशं तं ज्ञात्वामृता भवन्ति वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वा मृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय यस्मात् परं न परमस्ति किञ्चित् यस्मान्नाडीयो न ध्यायोऽस्ति कश्चित् वृक्षैव स्तब्धः दिवि तिष्ठत्येकः तेनेदं पूर्णं पुरुषेण सर्वं ततो यदुत्तरतरं तद् अरूपम् अनामयम् य एतद्विदुः अमृतास्ते भवन्ति अथेतरे दुःखमेवापि यन्ति। पारायण हो चुका है। Now the study is of the mantra संख्या 'right'. Up to the 14th mantra we have seen. In that 14th, as we just chanted today, Purusha Suktam. The Purusha Suktam's first mantra itself is the 14th shloka or mantra. Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshaha Sahasrapat. This we understood. Sahasra is a symbolic way of saying. It means countless, means all. So Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Purusha Sahasra Shirsha. The Paramatma is of thousands of heads. The Paramatma is of countless heads. Therefore, all heads belong to him. So to Uttaratra Yojayet Yojaniyam. Sahasra Akshaha Sahasra Path. Eyes. Lord has thousands of eyes. Lord has countless eyes. All eyes. Whether they belong to the Indradi, they belong into the Pashuadi, Manushyadi, Krimikitakadi. If a crocodile is looking, if a rabbit is looking, if a share is looking, that Aksha cannot be without the Paramatma behind. Therefore, that I belongs to the Paramatma. Through that I, the Paramatma only is seeing. So to Sahasra Path. Wherever the walking is happening by the feet, all of that is his expression only. To this new, authentic, true knowledge of the presence of one universal person, we have to rise to. From individualized personalities, that I with my feet walking, with my eyes seeing, with my hands working, with my head thinking. This is individualized. But can all these happen without Purusha within? No. Therefore, all this is done by him. So too in you, in everyone. To that new knowledge, we have to rise to. It is one Purusha only, expressing through all faculties. That's the meaning of Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasra Aksha Purusha, Sahasrapat Purusha is equal to all Jnanendriyas, all Karmendriyas, all Antakarana in their samashti belong to Paramatma. He only expressing through them. Even the ego individuality also is his expression. But that ego individuality is given knowing ability, owning ability, doing ability, experiencing ability. Because of that, that individuality feels he is separate from total, from others. That is the cause of his own misery also. I isolate myself from the Lord, from the total, is the cause of my suffering with the world. Because I am separate from the world, that I have all Ragadvesha, that I have all Shatrumitra, that I have all Papa Punya, therefore I have all Sukha Dukkha Rupi Samsara. My being separate from the Lord is the cause of my suffering. जिस दिन ये बात समझ में आकर अहम को भी ऑब्जेक्टिफाई करके उसको पूर्ण अहम में मिलाते हैं ना, ओहो, ब्यूटिफुल इट इज. I am no more any specified isolated individual. I am purna aham. Like the hands and legs are not individualized egos. One aham only is there in all hands and legs. One purusha alone is there through all equipments, including this. I am that. Nah, we have to sacrifice those lower, strong, wrong notions, convictions to be able to catch up with the newer, deeper, realistic, true convictions authenticated by the Shastras, the Gurus. Okay, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapa. Itna to we have grasped ki wherever the Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana are functioning, they all cannot be without him. Therefore, they all belong to him. Through him, he alone is expressing. Given the freedom, each individual thinks is a separate individuality. That small pseudo aham is the culprit to his own sufferings, cause for his own, and he is the cause of the kamzor kadi kaho ya kanta kaho. He is the one for the totality also. Like you are going for a picnic or camp, 25 people. Not 24 are mingling with each other as one group. One fellow is kata because of his isolation ego. He wants special room, special seat. He should be given everything first importance. You know, the whole group gets upset because of one individual. All are happy. But ek banda. Example, don't we see that? His own individuality is the cause of disturbance to the total. He is an individual part of the total. He is an individual not isolated and against the total. No? Can we realize this? I am not a part of the I'm a part of the total, not isolated or against the total. That attitude that the other people are against me, the world is or the totality is other than me. ये निकाल देना चाहिए. There's a lot of difficulty in dissolving that ego, but then once that's done, the sigh of relief, the relaxation that is experienced, the experience of a egoless person is inexplicable. मजा आता है. हर एक बात समझाया नहीं जा सकता, है ना, अनुभव. This we have seen. Now, sa bhumim vishwatah vrutva atyatishtat dashangulam. These two sentences also we saw. When it was said, saha bhumim. Bhumim means bhuvanam. Bhumi means not only the earth. Bhuvana. Bhuvana means three bhuvana. The bhumloka, antarikshaloka, and the apavloka, swargaloka. You can say Bhumi means the entire universe, entire cosmos. Bhumi means the entire cosmos. Vishwataha means sarvataha, from all directions. What do you mean by Vishwataha sarvataha? Can you make it more clear to us? Bhagavan Shankara says, why not? Vishwataha means sarvataha means antaha and bahihi, inside as well as outside. That's the meaning of Vishwataha means Sarvataha, means Antarbahihi. So entire universe, inside and outside. Vrutva means Vyapya. He is the one who is staying. Vyapya. Then Atyatishthatu. Still he remains Atyatishthatu. What is Atyatishthatu? Atitya Bhuvanam. Samyak Adhitishtati. He is permeating the entire bhuvanam. Point 1. Still, he is further more expanded than this expressed bhuvanam. 2. 3. Even though he is vyapta in the bhuvana, atyatishtat means that bhuvanatva, whatever the desha kala rupa nama parichedas limitations are there to that bhavana, they won't touch him. That's the meaning of atityatishtati. Atyatishthata means. Then dashangulam is different word. Dashangula means anantam aparam ityartha. So he is permeating all the bhavanam. Still he is unconditioned, untouched by that bhavanam. Then dashangulam means he is expanded further beyond the bhavanam. So the water is permeating the entire ocean and waves, all waves. Inside the wave, outside the wave, water alone is there. Saha bhumim vishwataha vanutva. Yet atyatishtat. The waves never make the water lose its original waterness. Then dashangulam, not only the upper superficial waves, but below that, without wave wala, water is so deep inside. Aparam and anantam. The water which has not become waves is aparam and anantam. The Brahman in whom the Vishwam Bhuvanam not manifested is apar, anantam. That's the meaning of dashangulam. See, when you study with Bhashya, it becomes so beautiful and clear. Another meaning of dashangulam is from the Navi sthana above Dasha Angula distance is the Hridaya. In that Hridaya, that Angushta Matra Purusha is there. Because of that, Dasha Angula, it is said. For our attention to focus on it. Once the attention is put there and we have become subtler and subtler in contemplation, we are not even aware of the Sharira. Then, where is the awareness about the Nabhi? Where is the awareness about 10 inches above it? All of them dissolve. They're all just to give us initial supports and pushes. What are they? The words like the Shangulam. That means the Lord is in the Hridaya Kohara as an Angushtamatra Purusha, 10 inches above the Nabhi. These are all only for the focusing, the pointers. But once our drishti goes to that Purusha, we are oblivion about this Sthula Sharira and Sthula Jagat. Then the Nabhi, the Dashangula, these concepts are not required there. In that experience of the subtle, that alone everywhere is there. No Sthula Sharira, no Nabhi, Upari, the Dashangulam, the Lord. All of that are not required. Okay? So, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha Purusha, Sahasrapat Purusha, Saha Bhumim Vishwataha Vrutva Atyatishta Dashangu. Now, how much Spashta Rupena this knowledge I am able to tell you tells how much Sattvika I am in mood, Shuddha I am in my Antakkara. So too, how much Spashta Rupena you have understood. That tells us what is the makeup of our Antakarana. When it is Tamoguni, Mudha, Rajoguni, Kshipta Vikshipta, this knowledge is neither heard nor understood nor retained. When the Antakarana is in the Ekagra Bhumi, Shuddha Antakarana, then this knowledge is received, understood, accepted, retained. Important. This is not a subject of part of this discussion or shloka. I'm just telling. The rishis are going on teaching us, but are we going on receiving or not? Just a pause and a question. Okay. अथवा नाभेः उपरि दशांगुलम हृदयम तत्र अधितिष्ठति. Above the navi at the 10 inches distance is the hridaya. In that, for our availability, as that angushta matra purushaha, that purushaha adhitishtati, he is staying there. ये हो गया 14th मंत्र. Now, nanu sarvatmatve 14th mantra ho gaya. Now 15th mantra we are studying. For that Sambandha Bhashya. In that an objection or a question. Nanu sarva atmatve. If the Brahman is the Atman of everything, nanu sarva atmatve, then saprapancham brahma syat. Then the Brahma should become saprapancha. In that prapancha again dvaita, dvandva, karma, karmaphala, janma, marana, ये सारे ब्रह्म का ही हो सकता है, attributed होगा, because he is the Atman of everything. Secondly, व्यतिरेकेण अभावात्, you only told without Brahman none of these things exist. So Brahman is behind every Rupanama as its Atma. Therefore, all Rupanama is equal to Dvandva belong to Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is always in samsara. Is always in Dvandva, is always in Dvaita. Because सबका अधिष्ठान वो है, आप कह रहे हो ना, सर्वात्मत्वे सप्रपंचम ब्रह्म. ब्रह्म सप्रपंच हो जाएगा फिर वो. आप तो कह रहे थे मेरे निष्प्रपंच है वो, फिर ही सप्रपंच ही संसारी. सर्वात्मत्वे सबका वो आत्मा है तो. सो सर्वात्मत्वे सप्रपंचम ब्रह्म स्यात् तद व्यतिरेकेण अभावात् इत्याह. सो विदाउट ब्रह्मन द प्रपंच कैनॉट बी. प्रपंच का अधिष्ठान ब्रह्म है. Therefore, Brahma became saprapanch. So Brahman is samsari now. Then realizing Brahman makes us continue being in samsara. We will not be mukta. Therefore, no need of realizing Brahman. Because he is also the prapancha, because he is also samsara. So Aham Brahmasmi sthiti I need not achieve. Because even when I achieve Aham Brahmasmi, I will be still saprapancha. And when the prapancha is there, samsara is unavoidable. What's the use? So यही है खूबसूरत बढ़िया सा प्रश्न. To that this is the answer. And answer is one only, always. From the ignorant person standpoint, from the onlooker standpoint, from the lila standpoint, from the vyavahara standpoint, from the standpoint where we are now, Brahman is said to be the adhisthana of everything. From our stand. But when we reach to the Brahman, he is one without second. There is no prapancha at all in him. If at all it is there, it is not other than him, not apart from him. Every rupa, every nama is he only. That rupa nama is unduly valued. Therefore, it appears to be more valuable or realistic than the substrate. वही तो problem है. Isn't it? Very, very, very. In this way, lot of examples I can give. A lot of. वो complicated होगा subject. But फिर भी एक आध बताते. Like, it's not the question कि 1,00,000 रुपए लगा के आपने एक सूट खरीदा. That's not important. Important is that suit suiting you? Are you comfortable in it or not? Same way, it's not necessary that you have spent 1 crore and bought a car. How important nahi hai. Are you comfortable in your journey in it? Because that 1 crore rupees is maybe spent for the sophistication only of the car, no doubt. But is it suiting you or not? Are you comfortable in or not? It is subjective. Isn't it? So too, a huge Alishan Bangla, 10-bedroomed, 7-storied, huge house I made. That's outside. वो तो लॉजिक नहीं है ना. Are you happy, comfortable in that house? 10 friends I have, a big family. These are all outer, but we value them. We don't value, are we comfortable in that or not? And people you see शादी वादी में चित्र विचित्र ड्रेस और आभूषण पहनकर कितना अनकंफर्टेबल होते हैं. People also in big houses they stay, but it's uncomfortable to maintain it. So much time goes for it. जिसको कोई काम धंधा नहीं है, it's okay. But that also continuous job. 10 rooms you have every day, you have to clean them. Car, it's not the easy thing. इतना चलाया, you have to send it to garage or servicing and then shell out the money. In the same way, रूप नाम में कंफर्ट हमको लग रहा है, एक्चुअली उसमें फंस गए हम. That's why the beauty of Paramatma who is beyond, we are not able to accept or understand. Like children के होती है ना, example only. You try to put them suit, boot, small children of 1 year, वो तो रोएगा, वो कहता है सब निकाल, I want to be in birthday suit only. खुल्लम खुल्ला छोड़ दो उसको गर्मी में, he will celebrate. But you want taking him to a party, तो फिर उसको अंदर बनाएंगे, ऊपर का डालेंगे, टोपी लगाएंगे. It is so irritating to that fellow. And he is crying. And nobody understands why he is crying. He wants freedom. Isn't it? We all seen in our all old times. It's all children playing the mitti. They enjoy. They get wounded. It's a freedom. But now sophisticated. बच्चे को कहीं बाहर नहीं जाना, जूते पहन के जाना है, धूल मिट्टी में नहीं खेलना, हाथ पैर धोकर खाना. कितना एडिशनल होकर लाइफ इज बिकम more complicated than sophisticated. For everything issue. And he becomes so sensitive also, not sensible. That little bit happens, उसको कुछ ना कुछ infection होते रहते हैं. What is this? I'm just telling how we getting lost in giving importance to Rupa Nama. The Atita Brahman we are not able to value. So here the discussion is, Parabrahma saprapanch हो गया, फिर then is a samsari. उसका आंसर है 2-3 shlokas. Very, very beautiful ones, which just now we chanted. With Bhashyam we'll study that. What's the mantra? Purusha eva idagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam utamrtatvasyeeshanaha yad annenati rohati. Exactly. Purusha Suktam के पहले 2 श्लोक. पुरुष एव इदगम सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं उतामृतत्वस्य ईशानः यदन्नेन अतिरोहति. Very good shloka. Contemplate. See, while listening to this again, while trying to understand this again, we will know the subtlety of our intellect, the purity of our intellect, the single pointedness of intellect. Isn't it? नहीं पकड़ में आ रहा है मतलब in our these inner faculties we are not fit. That's why Viveka Vairagya Shamadhamadi as well as upasanas, pujas, japatapa, through that antakarana shuddhi ekagrata. Then actually the moment this shloka is uttered, we should visualize that Purusha, actualize that Purusha. Because it is talking about Purusha direct. That Purusha we are already. नहीं हो रहा है का अर्थ देखो कितने उपाधियों में फंसे हैं और उपाधियां कितने खराब गंदे नालायक बनाए गए हैं. Caught up in upadhis and upadhis are impure. That's what when Krishna said, Kutastva kashmalam idam vishame samupasthitam. First, Arjuna identified the upadhis. Second, those upadhis are also gone. Isn't it? न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि. And Vepatuscha Sharire me really became absolutely non-functional or weak. That's the meaning of Kashmalam. कहाँ से आया तुमको ये? We are all in that mood. Total identity with upadhis, and they are also at the lowest ebb, utter tamoguna. We have to realize it. We have to bring ourselves out of that, make ourselves Shuddha Satoguni, then this knowledge becomes obvious. Purusha eva idagam sarvam yadbhutam yaccha bhavyam utamrtattvasya ishanaha yad annena atirohati. What it means, we'll study. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tatsat Brahma Arpanam Astu. Thank you. Can you join for studying Gita?